I've done a lot of thinking on this Stefon Diggs thing. And I know he signed a 3-year deal. I know he's coming off a knee injury. I know he's really talented, although he's more towards the end, not towards the beginning of his career. So I'm not saying his career's over. But I'm telling you right now, I would cut him. I don't even think it's a question. And you may say to yourself, hey, Doug, he wasn't taking those drugs on the video. The drugs that are in, was it 2C, that's what it's called? The pink cocaine, aren't necessarily cocaine. Ketamine can be, that's plenty illegal. It's not even the point. Okay, it's not even the point. The point is that he knew he was being filmed. Whether he knew he was going to be sent out to the world or not. And he quite obviously didn't care. The one thing he did care about is why he gave the women the drugs so they could take. He didn't even have to take them himself. I don't care. You're Mike Vrabel, and though Vrabel is a player's coach, that doesn't mean you're a pushover. And I get, professional sports, there's lots that we don't know. We don't know how many guys take recreational drugs. We don't. I think perception is worse than reality, although maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm too much of a prude. I truly do not know. But it looks awful. 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 To have and brazenly hand out some drugs while being filmed and not even going like, hey, don't film that. Or we'll wait till the camera's not rolling. And then you do. Again, doesn't make it right. It's just every layer of it. And then when you factor in, okay, Stefon Diggs leaves the Bills, they get better. Stefon Diggs is added to Houston, they get worse. Not all his fault because he got hurt. I got it. But if there's one thing I've learned, and I already knew, but I've learned, is chemistry is everything. And you could sit there and go like, hey, that looks like a little chemical kit, right? That's exactly what pink cocaine is. It's a chemical creation where you put a little this and a little that in. That's funny. It's really funny. I'd cut him. And I wouldn't really think twice about it. Yes, Sam.
I'll go back to this. I feel like if Bill Belichick was still the coach, he would have been gone after this. It's just a distraction, and I don't know what this does if they do get rid of Stefon Diggs. I mean, he's 31. What this would do to New England's depth at wide receiver, I can't even think off the top of my head who their other options are. Like their tight end is it Hunter Henry? Is he still their tight end?
Yeah, he is. So
like they have a good tight end, but I think that they're going to keep him because they don't have anybody else to throw the ball to.
I've been there before, and as much as you say, like, hey, how can we do this? You can't do anything if you allow that to be part of your program. I don't know if Bill Belichick would have. I know we all have an impression of Bill Belichick as his hardcore disciplinarian. I mean, he did have Aaron Hernandez on his team. Like they only got rid of Aaron Hernandez because they had to. And it appears that Aaron Hernandez was doing a lot of stuff. And that's where we don't know the inner workings of teams and what really happens and what guys are really doing and they really get caught. And that's why I'm not being a moralist about it. I'm not saying you do drugs, you're off the team. I'd like it to be that way, but I don't know enough. Neither do any of us. But you're being filmed. Girlfriend's downstairs, sleeping it off. You got 3 girls you're clearly hitting on. You break out some pink cocaine. And you brazenly don't hide it from any camera. And you're having just a great time. Bye.
It's not even so much the drugs thing. It's the filming thing. It's the creating of a distraction,
Right. It's both. It's the womanizing, the drugs, but also wrapped in with the camera and allowing it out to the world. I could be dead wrong. And yeah, if he was, 26-year-old Stefon Diggs, would it be different? I'd hope it wouldn't, but the reality is it would. He's 31, and it's just a terrible look for a guy coming off of an injured year and coming off of getting shipped away by, he's been shipped away by 3 teams. And maybe now you're seeing why.